AITA for finding out that my dad isn't my real father and confronting him, even though it caused a huge family rift. I'm 16 years old, female, and I've always felt like I was treated differently from my siblings. I've got two younger brothers, 12 and 11, and a younger sister, 15. We were all raised by the same man. Let's call him Drake. But lately, I've been wondering if I really belong in this family. Growing up, I always noticed that Drake treated my sister and brothers differently than me. It wasn't anything super obvious at first, but when I looked closer, I realized it was pretty clear. He was always super supportive of my sister. He'd show up to all of her school plays, cheer her on when she needed it, and buy her little treats just because. The same went for my brothers. He'd spoil them with toys, give them extra attention, and basically be their cheerleader. But me? I never got any of that. I don't remember him ever showing up to any of my recitals. I'd beg him to come to events or even just spend time with me, but he'd brush me off, telling me he was busy or that it wasn't a big deal. If I wanted to talk about something I liked, he'd act disinterested and change the subject. And I don't remember ever getting a surprise treat or anything like that. If I needed cheering up, he'd tell me to go talk to my mom or friends, but he never gave me the kind of love or attention he gave my siblings. When my mom wasn't home, I'd often be pushed to stay at a friend's house or a relative's house while he spent time with my siblings. They'd do movie nights or game nights together, and I was always left out, stuck in my room. I remember crying to my mom about how different I was treated. She would tell me that it was because I was most like him and that we butted heads too much. But I didn't argue with him. I didn't even get the chance to. It just never felt right, and I couldn't understand why he treated me so differently. Then, a couple of months ago, something happened that changed everything. A relative, let's call them Aunt Carol, sat me down and casually told me that Drake wasn't actually my dad. I thought it was a joke at first, but when she showed me some proof, I couldn't deny it. Apparently, my mom had been seeing both Drake and my biological dad at the same time when she found out she was pregnant with me. According to Aunt Carol, Drake knew about my biological dad but didn't care. He was fine with it until my mom told him she was pregnant with me. He said that if I wasn't his, he didn't want me, but if I was, he'd be fine to raise me. They did a DNA test, and sure enough, I'm not his. I don't think I've ever been so shocked in my life. My mom had never told me the truth, and it explained so much. It explained why I was treated like an outsider in my own family. I was heartbroken, angry, and confused all at once. How could he have treated me this way, knowing that I wasn't even his daughter? And my mom, how could she not have told me the truth? I confronted both of my parents about what I'd learned. Drake's response: he told me that now that I knew, I could start calling him by his first name, Drake, instead of Dad. My mom, of course, was a wreck. She kept asking me who told me, and I refused to say. I didn't feel like it was important. I felt like the truth was way more important than keeping a secret. My mom was more upset about me knowing the truth than what it meant for our family. She kept questioning me, asking who told me, and why I hadn't told her sooner. She was angry that someone would tell me this information behind her back. But honestly, I was more upset that my mom had kept the truth from me for so long. It felt like my entire life was a lie. It hit me hard. Growing up, I'd always thought Drake was my dad. I never questioned it. I mean, I didn't know anything else, and my mom never told me anything different. But now, looking back, it all makes sense. All the times I was pushed aside, ignored, or treated like I wasn't good enough. It was all because I wasn't his biological child. I couldn't help but feel betrayed. How could he do that to me? And my mom, how could she let this go on for so long? I wanted answers, but every time I tried to get them, my mom would just change the subject or get mad at me for talking behind her back. I also started thinking about how this affects my future. My siblings have college funds and plans, but I don't have anything saved up. Drake has made it clear that once I turn 18, I'm out. He doesn't want me living under his roof anymore. He told me I wasn't part of his family, and that he'd never loved me like a daughter. It was like a punch to the gut. My mom's reaction has been confusing. On one hand, she's been asking me every day who told me. She's so fixated on finding out who broke the news to me that she hasn't even stopped to think about how much this hurt me. I think she's more worried about saving face with family than actually dealing with what's happened. Family members have been reaching out, offering their support, but also pressuring me to forgive and move on. Some say I should just let it go, that maybe Drake was doing the best he could at the time. But I can't let it go. I can't pretend like everything is fine. My whole life has been a lie, and I need to figure out how to move forward. So, here I am, trying to figure out what to do. I confronted my parents, but it didn't make things any better. I feel like I've lost everything. I'm not sure where I stand with my mom anymore. She's asking me to keep the truth from her family, but it doesn't feel right. I'm still processing everything, but I don't know how to fix it. I'm stuck. Should I keep trying to repair things with my mom? Do I just cut ties with Drake and move on? AITA for confronting my parents and finding out the truth, even though it has torn my family apart? Update. A couple of weeks have passed since I first found out the truth. Things have gotten pretty tense between me and my mom. She's still fixated on finding out who told me, but I'm more focused on how we're going to move forward. I've decided to talk to my mom more about what I need. I want her to understand that the truth hurt me, but I'm not looking for anyone to blame. I just want to be treated like I matter. As for Drake, I haven't talked to him much. He still made it clear that once I turn 18, I'm out. But I'm not sure what to do with that yet. I'm planning on talking to a counselor soon to help me navigate this whole situation. It's a lot, and I'm still figuring things out.